everyone. It is a pleasure to be here and have the opportunity to talk about breathing after these two wonderful gentlemen. I am so excited because I want to invite you all to join a breathing revolution today, ladies and gentlemen. Today, I'm going to tell you how breathing exercises can help us feel better and also make us breathe better. As we all know, breathing is essential to life. We breathe, animals breathe, plants breathe, the planet breathes. We breathe about 20,000 times a day, which is about 1/5 of the time a heart beats during a day. But what's common with both heartbeats and breathing is that they're automatic. We don't really have to think about them to make them happen. However, we can't make our heart stop beating at will, but we can, if we want, stop breathing. And this is what makes breathing so cool, because we can fully control it if we want, and we can also perfectly train and maintain it at will. Raise your hand if you brush your teeth every day, please. My faith in humanity has been restored. Wonderful. But those of you who didn't raise your hand, don't come anywhere near me, okay? But raise your hand if you do breathing exercises every day. Not so many hands, so I could guess this. So, like brushing your teeth or going to the gym every day, we should make breathing exercises a part of our daily routine. And yet, we are not doing it. Why is that? There are two reasons for it. Firstly, it's quite difficult, and we don't really understand what breathing is. And secondly, we have a lack of data and motivation that holds us back. And today, I'll tell you how we can overcome those two hurdles on our way to breathing better. Firstly, we need to upgrade our understanding on what breathing really is. When we talk about breathing, we usually focus on lungs and diaphragm, but actually breathing is much more. From top to bottom, it's about sinuses, mucous membranes, muscles in the throat and neck, chest, diaphragm, abdominal muscles. We have to activate all of them in order to make breathing training actually matter. And secondly, it is not just about the strength, but also about performance, recovery, and maintaining. So just like in regular exercising, we stretch, and we have to do the same thing with breathing. What's the use of super strong lung muscles if they are dry, susceptible to pollen, viruses, and bacteria? Just like having your own skin full of sores and infections, we have to take care of our breathing muscles and breathing system. And now we begin to understand why breathing matters. The health benefits that we get from correct breathing techniques in the optimal conditions are vast. From mental health to cardiovascular health, everything. It really affects almost every part of our well-being. But so far, there hasn't been an effective way to combine breathing training and breathing caring. But I'm proud to say that at WellO2, we have come up with a method called the Nordic breathing method, which is the first in the world to tackle this challenge. We got our innovation from the clean air of our Nordic nature and the mystical healing powers of sauna. This idea became a reality when we combined adjustable breathing resistance for training, bubble-positive expiratory pressure for activating muscles, and then warm steam for cleansing, moisturizing, and recovering from breathing training. And this is our product innovation, WellO2, that jumpstart your journey to better breathing. And our method has undergone several studies. It has been shown to work with people who have asthma, COPD, top athletes, only twice a day, 5 minutes each, and you are on your way to breathing better and feeling better. So now we know that breathing training has to be coupled with recovery, and warm steam is a perfect way to do that recovery for your lungs and sinuses and everything. But then we haven't yet overcome the second hurdle, lack of data and motivation. So normally we get breathing data when we go to hospital, and that already means that we are feeling a bit sick or something's a bit wrong. But think about the possibilities that we could get from everyday breathing data. We could think about how we are feeling today. Are we feeling anxious or happy? Are we ready for a big training? Can we calm down for a good night's sleep? Even signs of neurodegenerative diseases can be first detected from your lungs. So in an age where we can measure our pulse, our sleep, HRV and stuff, it is a disgrace that we don't have a solution to measure breathing data. Well, until now. So our company is proud to present Wello2 MyBreath, breathing track and training, the most accurate smart mouthpiece in the world that can track your training every single day, 24/7. We've combined numerous breathing factors, some of you heard from the previous speeches, to give you a complete overview of how you breathe and why you breathe like this. And then the question actually here is only, what will you do with the data? Maximum breathing power, spirometry, VO2 max, everything can be at your fingertips every single day. If you are a top athlete, you can use this data to optimize your performance. If you are a biohacker, check out what other biohacks are affecting your breathing. And if you are a well-being enthusiast, check out how environment change will affect your breathing. This is the future. The age of data has finally entered the breathing room. So, dear biohackers, in the beginning, I told you about a breathing revolution, and I gave you a step-by-step plan of how to do it. So we need to update our understanding of what breathing is to a more complete view of what it actually is. In other words, it's not just about the training, but also about the recovery. And inhaling warm steam, what we do, is one way to take care of your breathing system. And then, secondly and shortly, we need to add in data and knowledge so that we can know what works and what doesn't. And as a token of appreciation for listening to me, I will invite you to visit our stand at Stand G, where we have a great offer for you. So we are selling our Wello2 device, and if you buy it today, you will get the smart mouthpiece delivered for you free shipping, everything before anybody else. And now, make me one promise. From this moment on, let's make every breath count on our way to breathing better and ultimately feeling better. Thank you so much, everybody.